Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
25-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I'll tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Bears 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw here. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 25 yards for the touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit. bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football. And the pressure gets to him again.
Taken down and sacked.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Is good. makes the
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd and 10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
That's complete to Mooney, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
We got 4. Watch 32.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 3rd down they go Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, here's Agnew. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out?
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Khalil Mack. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
3 weeks, 3 touchdowns. It's obvious they've looked his way early and often in the red zone this year, and that's usually a pretty good place to find a tight end in the NFL.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The kicker.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Onto the field now come the Bears. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
That's good for a Chicago.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Here we go. 45 to the night. 45 to the night.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Well, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Bucs take over 1st and
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Taken down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Tampa Bay.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here.
The running back.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.